This dungeon goes on forever. Wait, what is that? It cannot be! The Doom Door!
Olivandrosh is now before the Door of Doom. Let's draw what happens next. Tonight I am introducing you to a character named Olivandrosh, who was part of a Pathfinder 2 campaign that I was playing in. The character belonged to my younger brother, who I am simply going to refer to as Olivandrosh for this video. His inspiration for making the character was simple. He thought about making a goblin, and he was given the mini that he would be using for him and decided to make him a champion in our Pathfinder 2nd edition game. The story for the name is he just came up with it after thinking about it for a while. There wasn't anything special to the name, but personally I kind of like the name, Olivandrosh. It just kind of rolls off your tongue. Sounds like a goblin who'd be running into trouble and trying to discover himself. Now, one of the things I remember about this character is his wisdom or his intelligence score was relatively low, and that presented some fun challenges for this character. We were exploring the ruins of an old castle or a crypt. I don't remember exactly which one. We had come across some knight. I don't remember if he was like an undead knight or a reanimated knight or a not quite fully dead, so something like that. And after talking to him, we descended into the crypt. But before we got that far, we had come across a door. We rolled some checks to see if the door had any magical properties or if there was anything significant about it. And I believe Olivandrosh rolled exceptionally low. It was either like a critical fail or the next best thing you could get. And so the DM said something along the lines of, you think this door is the greatest source of all evil, or it wasn't exactly that, but he said something that triggered Olivandrosh and made him obsessed with this door. From that point on, Olivandrosh thought that the door was the root of all evil, at least in regards to where we were exploring. So as we continued to delve further into this dungeon, Olivandrosh kept being like, the door's master plan at work. Surely this is the work of the door. The door sees all that we do in here. We must destroy the door. Yeah, he was obsessed. This character's memorable because he just went at everything headlong and earnestly. He was very straightforward character. Very honorable character, just not the brightest character. He was known for bringing a smile to the player's face and the faces of the other players at the table, including the game master. We all enjoyed the character. At the very end of the game, when he lit ablaze the giant, ornate, ancient door he believed was the evil mastermind behind all the evil in the game, that was the favorite moment of my brother when we were playing this campaign. Here we have in this drawing that moment, just trying to capture that joy where he destroyed his nemesis by setting him ablaze and just watching that fire roar. I asked my brother one time if he'd ever like to play as this character again. He said he would like to see him, as well as the gnome friend, who was the character I was playing as, go on more misadventures, hunting doors down to extinction. I forgot about that. He developed a bit of a door complex after that. And so after this, the door, his kin, must be eradicated. The entire race of doors had become a threat to the world, and it must be dealt with accordingly. Each door would be removed from its hinge and set ablaze. And so that was the quest that they would embark on in the future. So let's talk about this piece. I had a lot of fun with this one. I decided to go back to my roots for this one, which is just straight up pencil and ink. I'd really been enjoying the coloring I'd done on the last ones, but I really wanted to communicate a specific feeling for this one, and I knew I could best do that with ink predominantly. I am primarily a comic book artist. That's what I do as a hobby. And so here we have the character setting the door ablaze. I used a variety of pens. Different sizes, trying out some new zebra. They're called Fude pens. They've got little brush tips. One of them was apparently silver. I didn't even realize that. And just had a good time. I really wanted to break out my bottle of ink for this one and a paintbrush. But as I got started, I simply, it did seem realistic. It was late at night, everyone was already sleeping, and I was kind of confined to my office to work on this, and I needed to get it done quickly on top of that. So I used a brush pen and just assortment of ink pens to get this thing done. This has been one of my favorite images that I've created so far. I love to capture the essence of a character as I am working on it, and I think Olivandrosh's personality comes through really well here. From his little skull helmet to the cloak he's wearing on top of it, and to just that grin of pleasure as he defeated his nemesis. I really like how this turned out. If you would like to see your character drawn as well, you can submit it at samueldraws.com. Fill out the form and answer the questions. Don't be afraid to be detailed, because the more information you provide, the more interesting I can make the video and tell people about your character and your adventures. Thank you for joining me on this adventure drawing Olivandrosh. Join in next time to see who we draw, and please like and subscribe.